Hello dear students, myself Vyas Bhumika. Today I will teach you Standard 7th English Unit 7 Expert Detectives. First of all, you have to write a glossary of this unit. So open your notebook, take a pen and start writing the glossary from this video. Number 1. Staged away means hidden away. For example, I staged away her book. Number 2. Following means coming after. For example, the next episode is following. Number 3. Gaunt means sickly or very thin. For example, the man was gaunt. Number 4. Pick means look quickly and secretively. For example, people pick the person. Number 5. Tips well means gives a generous tip. Money in thanks for services. For example, my boss gives me tips well. Number 6. Sort out means arrange systematically. For example, I sort out my work. Number 7. Crook means criminal, informal. For example, Mr. Nath was crook. Number 8. By appointment to means officially chosen by someone important. For example, Mr. Nath was by appointment to meet the person. Number 9. Alias means alternate name. For example, some person alias. Number 10. Accomplice means a helper in crime. For example, Mr. Shah accomplished Mr. Khan. Now open your textbook page number 85 and let's know about a story. Writer of the story is Sarda Dwivedi. The story has half a dozen characters. 3 of them are children. The narrator, his younger brother Nishad, 7, and sister Maya. Their mother is a doctor with her clinic. Mr. Nath, the principal character, and who lives in Sankar's house alone. Ramesh takes tea and meals from the restaurant to Nath's room. The children wants to know about Mr. Nath because they have doubt that Mr. Nath is a crook or a criminal. So, they collect the information about Mr. Nath. So, let's see how the 3 children become an expert detectives. For this, you have to open your textbook page number 85, take a pencil and read the words and sentences with me through a pencil putting downside of the words. Let's see first paragraph. As we walked back towards the clinic, 7 said, "He doesn't look anything like a monster Maya." Means When the children walked back towards the clinic, Nishad said to Maya, "He doesn't look anything like a monster in Mr. Nath. But did you see how thin he is?" Nishad said, "But Maya, did you see how thin he is? Maybe he is very poor and can't afford to eat." Again Nishad said, "Maybe Mr. Nath is very poor and can't afford to eat." Let's see second paragraph. "He can't be poor if he is a crook on the run, I told him." Here, I means Maya. Maya told Nishad if Mr. Nath is criminal, so he is not a poor. He is probably got millions of rupees stashed away somewhere in that room. Means Mr. Nath has millions of rupees. He hidden it somewhere in that room. Let's see next paragraph. "Do you really think he is a criminal, Maya?" "He doesn't look like one." Nishad looked doubtful. Means Nishad looked doubtfully and asked Maya, "Do you really think he is a criminal? He doesn't look like that." Let's see next paragraph. "Of course, he is 1-7, I said, and he certainly isn't starving." Means Maya said, "Of course, he is one of the criminal 7 and he certainly isn't starving." Means he certainly isn't hungry. Why? Because he has millions of rupees with him. "Mr. Mehta told us that Ramesh brings his meals up from the restaurant downstairs." Means Mr. Mehta told us that Ramesh brings the meal from the restaurant downstairs. Turn your page and open page number 86. See next paragraph. "But Maya, Mr. Mehta told us he doesn't work anywhere. So, can he possibly have money to pay for food?" Nishad said. Nishad said to Maya, "Maya, Mr. Mehta told us he doesn't work anywhere or he doesn't job. So how he can have money to pay for food?" Let's see next paragraph. "Exactly," I exclaimed. Exactly मैंने भी यही exclaim किया था. "He must have lots of money hidden somewhere, maybe in that trunk in his room." Means Mr. Nath must have lots of money. He hide it somewhere, maybe in that trunk in his room. "It's probably full of silver and gold and jewels and." Means the trunk probably full of silver, gold and jewels and other lots of things. Let's see next paragraph. "What rubbish?" Nishad interrupted. "Nishad, speak in between. What rubbish you say?" "I know I'm right, stupid," I told him. Maya told Nishad that she knows she is right. "By the way, 7, did you see his scars?" I couldn't. It was too dark, but I bet he got them during a shootout with the police or something. Maya told, by the way, Nishad, did you see his scars? Means, did you see his marks? Means Nishan. I couldn't. It was too dark. But I bet he got them during the firing with the policeman or something. He told us quite clearly they were born scared, Nisad said firmly. Nisad, speak in a hard voice or in a strong voice. Mummy told us quite clearly that they were mark of burning means वो जलने के निशान थे. Let's see page number 87. Perhaps the police had to set his house on fire to force him out, I suggested. Means Maya suggested perhaps the police had to burn his house to force him out. 7 looked unsure. Means Nishad, do not trust of the suggestion given by Maya. Let's see next paragraph. On the Monday following Mama's birthday, 7 went alone with her to the clinic at Gurgaon as I was spending the evening with a school friend. Means on the Monday coming after Mama's birthday, 7 went alone with Mama to the clinic at Gurgaon as I was spending my evening with my school friend. मतलब माँ के जन्मदिन के बाद के सोमवार को 7 अकेला ही उनके साथ गिरगांव क्लिनिक चला गया और मुझे इवनिंग अपने स्कूल फ्रेंड के साथ बितानी थी. When they returned, Nishad told me he had been to see Mr. Nath and hadn't been there. Means when they come back at home, Nishad told Maya that he had been watch Mr. Nath and Maya felt very bad that he hadn't went with them. Let's see next paragraph. Quite upset about Mr. Nath's gaunt appearance and was sure that he has starving. Means Nishad was very upset about Mr. Nath's health because Mr. Nath looked very thin and Nishad sure that Mr. Nath was very hungry. He told me that he had knocked loudly on Mr. Nath's door that evening and said, "Open the door quickly, Mr. Nath." Means Nishad told Maya that he had knocked loudly on Mr. Nath's door that evening and said, "Open the door fastly, Mr. Nath." Let's see next paragraph. The man had opened it and asked him, "Lost another marble?" Means Mr. Nath had opened the door and asked Nishad, "Lost your another marble?" He had obviously recognized my brother. Means he knew my brother. "No," said Nishad. Nishad said, "No, He had taken the man's hand in his own and tossed a bar of chocolate into it. Means Nishad took Mr. Nath's hand in his hand and gave him a chocolate. Let's see next paragraph. Did you get a chance to peek into the trunk, 7? I asked. Means I asked, did you get a chance to look into the trunk of Mr. Nath? Let's see next paragraph. Nishad looked disappointed. Means Nishad looked unhappy. He didn't even ask me in, he said. Nishad said, Mr. Nath didn't ask me to come inside. Then he smiled, but I did find out something, Maya. Nishad smiled and told, I did find out something, Maya. I went down to the restaurant where Ramesh works and talked to him. Means Nishad went down to the restaurant where Ramesh works as a worker and talked to him. Let's see next paragraph. Good for you, Mr. Detective, I said, patting him on the back. I hope you questioned him properly. I said to Nishad, good work, Mr. Detective. I patting back means मैंने उसे शाबाशी दी. I hope you questioned Mr. Nath properly, Nishad. Let's see next paragraph. 7 looked pleased. Nishad looked pleased. Ramesh told me that he takes 2 meals for Mr. Nath every morning and evening and 2 cups of tea, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Nishad said Ramesh told him that he takes 2 meals for Mr. Nath every morning and evening, 2 cups of tea, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Ramesh says he is not very particular about what he eats. It's always the same food, 2 chapatis, some dal and a vegetable. Mr. Nath pays cash and tips well. Means Ramesh says he did not know particular about what Mr. Nath eats. It's always the same food, 2 chapatis, some dal and vegetables. Mr. Nath pays the bill, threw the case and gave me some tips. Let's see next paragraph. Ramesh told me something very strange, Maya, 7 added. Means Nishad added something and told Maya that Ramesh told him something very strange about Mr. Nath. Almost every Sunday he carries 2 lunches to Mr. Nath's room and the same man is with him each time. Means every Sunday Ramesh carries 2 lunches to Mr. Nath's room and the same man is with him on every Sunday. He is tall, fair, stout and wears spectacles. Means the visitor who come to meet Mr. Nath is tall, fair, strong and wears spectacles. Ramesh says his visitors talks a lot, unlike Mr. Nath, who hardly speak. Means Ramesh says the visitor talks more, unlike Mr. Nath, speak less. Let's see next paragraph. Well done, Nishad, I told him. Means I told him, very good, Nishad. Now that we have made some progress with our inquiries, we will have to sort out all the facts, expert detectives, so then we can trap the crook. Means now they have made some progress with their inquiries. They have to sort out all the facts like expert detective so they can trap the criminal. Let's see next paragraph. How do you do go on Maya 7 side? Means Nishad said in a little bit unhappy manners, how you do go on Maya, मतलब तुम जैसा करना चाहती हो वैसा करो. How can you possibly imagine he is a crook? He looks so ordinary. Nishad said, how can you possibly imagine he is a criminal? He looks like an ordinary person. Let's see next paragraph. Criminals can look quite ordinary smartly, I retorted. I replied angrily that criminals can look quite and ordinary and smart. Did you see the picture of the Hyderabadi housebreaker in the papers yesterday? He looked like any man on the street. Nishad looked doubtful. Means I angrily told him, did you see the picture of the Hyderabadi housebreaker in the newspaper yesterday? He looked like any simple man on the street. Nishad looked at him doubtfully. Let's see next paragraph. The monsoons broke the next day, means the next coming. Dark clouds accompanied by blinding flashes of lightning and roaring rolls of thunder burst with all their fury, flooding the street with a heavy downpours. Means with the dark clouds, flashes of lightning and roaring roll over the thundered, burst with all their angers, and flooding the street with a heavy downpours. Means स्ट्रीट में जैसे बाढ़ आ गई हो ऐसा लग रहा था. स्कूल वॉज टू हैव रीओपन्ड आफ्टर द समर हॉलीडेज, बट no traffic could move through the flooded roads and there was an unexpected holiday. Means the school was to have reopened after the summer holiday. Because of the heavy flooded on the road, there were no traffic could move through it, and there was an unexpected holiday. Let's see next and last paragraph of this part. I thought I had spent the time usefully. Means I thought I had spent my time usefully. I sat at my desk in our bedroom with a sheet of paper before me. Means I sat at my desk in my bedroom with a sheet of paper in front of me. I hope this part 1 very well. Thank you.